good so far this year. Had a 2.5-year-old come by, doing what he should be doing, making scrapes, checking my fake scrape. Got a couple shooters on the eastern shore. Don't have much up here yet, but we'll see. I'm optimistic. I've passed a lot of young deer last couple years. Already it looks better than the last 2 years where the rut's been basically dead. So happy to see some morning movement, and I'm going to get after it the next 2 weeks. Now it's day 2. I think I saw the same 2.5-year-old 8-point that came through yesterday morning. He came through this morning. I didn't get any footage of him, but this has been the only deer for now. It's supposed to be warm this weekend. I'm definitely going to get out. I'm going to get my first hunt in for Maximus. He hasn't been on camera for 2 weeks, but he should be cruising. I know he'll be around somewhere.
Here we go. It's Saturday, November 4th. This is my third rut hunt. First time in this year going after Maximus. It's not ideal conditions. It's 60 degrees. I know I'm not the only Maryland hunter griping about these warm temps, but deer got to breed at some point, so you just got to put time in the stand this time of year. So they're going to be on their feet at some point for sure. Caught this lone doe sneaking through, and it only got better from there. I was surprised to see spots on his spawn as late as November. This buck walked right by me. I grabbed my bow, but I thought I'd just give him a second look. He was a pretty buck with split brows, but just not quite what I was looking for, especially with Maximus on camera. I didn't have too long to relax, and then I saw another buck coming through the timber. This is also a real pretty buck, but I believe he's only 3.5, just like the other one. Alright, afternoon hunt, cold front's here, and Maximus showed up on camera yesterday afternoon during daylight for the first time, and this year at least, and he was in there last night, so I'm going back to the same old spot. The movement's been good there, just haven't seen Maximus, seen a bunch of other deer. Hopefully this afternoon will be the day, but who knows, looking forward to it. This is almost a replay of the hunt before. I had a couple does come in, then I had the same 2 bucks come in. Then I heard some grunting in the woods. I thought for sure this had to be Maximus. Unfortunately, this was the same buck I had passed up before. He put on quite the show though. The next day, while checking cameras in the middle of the day, I ran into this shooter buck at my other piece. Game on. I couldn't wait to get in the tree the next morning.
Well, it's November 16th. What I started seeing is the tapering down of the rut, but it's still a great time to be in the woods. A lot of big boys trolling. Just had a small, I think, year and a half come by. So we'll see what plays out. Hopefully some more will start moving here. Just had a buck chase a doe. Hoping they'll come back.
Shortly after this, I turned behind me and there was the shooter from the day before already in range. Me?
I finally had a shooter come in, mature buck. Not a giant, he'd only score 115, but he's a mature. First mature buck I've seen this rut, and just came in quiet on my boot tracks, and he got nervous and started heading off. I shot at him, but I'm fairly certain I missed. I wasn't really nervous at the shot, I just couldn't get him stopped. So I go take a look at my arrow. I can see it in my binos. It looks clean, and I watch his body language as he sauntered off. So what can you do? Well, I think I missed him. My arrow's clean, but I think I hit some brush. Not making excuses, but my arrow is sitting at a weird angle. And I shot from over there. It's not sitting straight, so I hit something that changed the trajectory. I'll have to go and watch the tape. Well, I did hit the deer. I got blood on the leaf right here, but my arrow looks pretty clean, so I'm not very confident. I'm gonna go home and watch this video back, because I got a little bit of blood right here, but I'm gonna back out for sure.
All right, heading back in to look for my deer. I initially said I missed it, but my arrow was clean. However, I found a drop of blood, so I backed out, went back and watched the footage. It looks like my arrow's on track. It looked like it hit the deer. I don't understand it. My arrow was probably 20 degrees off its course, so I knew something happened, but in slow motion, I've watched it probably 50 times. It looks like it hit the deer, so I'm gonna go back and check. I'm not sure. I'm not very optimistic, I'll say that. I think I just maybe grazed it low. We'll see.
All right, just started the trail. I do have some more blood. Nothing great so far, but I'm gonna keep following. That's a lot of blood right there. It's the best sign I've seen so far. All right, being a little bit more optimistic now. Got some more blood right there. Got blood.
Okay, so in full transparency, not the outcome I wanted. I followed blood, not great blood, but was able to follow blood probably 150 yards, actually probably about 200 yards to the neighboring property line. I drove over and talked to the property owner. He's actually very nice. He said he would take a look, see if he sees anything. Just the nature of the blood, it was more droplets, not bright red blood, nothing that was spraying like an arterial hit. So I think I just maybe grazed him low. I'm perplexed again because the arrow was clean, but it was, I wouldn't have even probably looked for blood, but it was offset from the angle that I shot. But it happens. Not proud of it. And again, you know, I followed up, did what I could to the extent that I could. So it's tough in these urban areas, you know, tracking. You know, if the deer goes any ways, you typically run into other folks' property, and sometimes, unfortunately today, these people were nice, but sometimes you get neighbors that just say no. So we'll see from here. Keep an eye out for part 2. I had some action on the backside of the rut.